Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am Canada's Own, and today we're taking a step back in time and rebuilding the 2016 to 2017 Portland Trailblazers, led by, obviously, a very young Damian Lillard and an even younger CJ McCollum. Fresh off his most improved player win, we had just shelled out a ridiculous amount of money to Evan Turner. There were a few other players here that are not pictured, like Al-Farouq Aminu, Alan Crabb, Ed Davis, Mo Harkless, Jake Layman, Myers Leonard, Shabazz Napier, Noah Vonleh. The rosters for these aren't perfect. I've got a lot of auto-generated guys here. I used to have 9 auto-generated, but I released a few, and I signed just some NBA players who were sitting in free agency, like Caron Butler, like Mario Chalmers. Festus Ezeli was already here. Like Yi Jianlian was another one that I picked up just for the sake of, I'd rather have real guys on the roster. I know it's not perfect. I would love it if it was. But if 2K doesn't have them, then I can't really do anything about the assets, because I doubt someone's made an Al-Farouq Aminu player build or a Jake Layman player build in 2K. I think it'd be more fun to just win a title with Dame in Portland, because, I mean, let's be honest, he was the heart and soul. He was everything to the city of Portland, to the franchise of the Portland Trailblazers, that I think winning a title with him would probably make a lot of Blazer fans more than content. Hell, they might be content if they never saw another one. Trade block. Obviously, the auto-generated guys, Gary Shays and Ryan Fox, as well as Festus Ezeli and Evan Turner. I don't want to see the contract play out in Portland. He's been doing very fine this year, but I'm not an Evan Turner fan, so I don't need him here. Obviously, 2 untouchables for now are Dame and CJ. And then on the target list here, we know what all these guys become. Kristaps, this is before the ACL tear, so who knows what he could be. Paul George, this is post gruesome injury, and he's fully recovered to this point. Pretty damn good, if you ask me. KP, same thing, pretty damn good. Kawhi is another one, elite scorer and defender. Ben Simmons in his rookie season, superstar already. And this is the big one. This is the one we're going to try and secure first. 20 and 16 with 6.5 assists. We're going to do our absolute damnedest to pick him up. Trade deadline time, we are 32 and 21. Absolutely fantastic record compared to real life. We've got to throw the Shays dog in there. We've got to throw, who makes money work, can't trade Mason. That is going to sting me a little bit. He was the more valuable pieces that we had. We're going to actually try and trade that Cavs pick instead and keep our own. Oof, maybe forget it. We'll go Blazers pick. If we can pick up Nikola Jokic right now, I'm going to scream as loud as I can into the mic. Delly, J.R. Smith, Tiago Splitter, Ramon Sessions, John Henson, Willie Hernan-Gomez, Lou Williams. So I wonder if we just took Festus and 2 second-round picks. What could we get done? I don't think I can do 4 firsts for Miles Turner. Okay, so maybe we just simulate through and we try and figure it out in the offseason. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to pass the deadline. Oh my God, we just lost by 40 points to the Celtics. 68 points in a full game. In real life is pretty wild. So we're going to simulate to the end of the season. Not sure on awards or anything like that. Guys are having really good seasons. We're not worried about the contract extension deadline. We've got everybody locked up for at least the remainder of next season. So I will see you guys at the end of the regular season. Alrighty, end of the season. We've clinched a winning record now. That's not cool. Would have been nice to not lose Pat Connaughton right at the end of the season here. But who is it? Chris Cooper is ready to take on a bigger role. Let's see how these last, 3-4 games play out? Come on. Dude, 5 games. Last 5 games of the season, let's see. 43 wins. We'll live without Pat for now. 44 wins. 45. 46 and 36. LeBron is your MVP. So that is a 5-win improvement on what we were in real life. We were the 8th seed with 46 wins. We were the 8th seed in real life at this time with 41 wins. So the conference just decided to get better as we improve. Take a look at player stats here. You guys saw Dame. 25, 4.5, and 5.5. 52, 41, 91 splits. CJ, 22, 3.5, and 4.5. 50, 40, 85. Evan Turner definitely fell down from what he was performing at to start the season. Yi Jianlian, pretty efficient. Maybe the guy's here to stay. I've got him for another season, so might as well keep him around just because. Mason Plumlee, I will take 9 and 9 with a block a night for my center. 4 assists as well. Festus, Grabbing boards, blocking shots, that's fine. We've got the Spurs, and that is not an easy matchup. They are running out a roster of Tony Parker, DeJounte Murray, Kawhi, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Pau Gasol. So let's see. Game number 1, how does it go? We lose. Only by 4. There's potential there. Karan with the big game off the bench. Game number 2. We lose again. Oh, by 17 this time. Come on. Dame has struggled. CJ's been very good. Game 3 now. We do pick up a win. That's one more than we got in the playoffs in real life. Dame and CJ combined for 69 points. That's big. Kawhi has a tough game. Game 4. We lose again. Dame with 29, 3 and 5. He's been much better. Mason, holy crap, 9 and 9 with 3.5. CJ's been fine. He had his first relatively weak game of the playoffs. Game 5. And we get bounced in 5. Which is basically the story of my fandom. When the Raptors pick one up before Kawhi. Draft lottery now. Remember, we have 2 picks possibly in the lottery here. Actually, I lied. We have 1 pick that is potentially in the lottery because the Grizzlies was top 5. And it's not even here. So maybe it's not in the lottery. And then we had the Cavs pick and then our own pick. So let's see. Where are we picking? We've got the Grizzlies pick at... I see our pick from Cleveland at 28. Then Memphis at 20 and us at 19. So what we're going to do is possibly... Head coach, we're going to keep Terry around for at least another season. Who knows? Maybe it works in this timeline. So let's look at who is drafting 3rd. Let's see. That is oddly similar to what it was in real life. You get the 2nd and the 3rd pick are both accurate. That's crazy. We're going to talk to Boston first. We're going to say, hey, we've got 19 and 20. Would you be willing to give us 3? But they counter, I'm not giving you CJ McCollum. Are you out of your freaking mind? What I can do is give you Evan Turner. Hold on. What I can do is give you I can't give you Festus. Give you Ryan Fox. No, I can't. I will give you the 28th pick. And a lottery protected first next year. Oh, that's a lot. Let's go talk to Charlotte, I guess, for pick 4. Let's see. Are they willing? Okay. Let's hope Jason Tatum goes 2 to the Lakers. Damn it. Lowry is there. That's not a bad one. Lonzo is there. John Isaac is there. Bam is there. That could be our center of the future. Jared Allen is there. Lowry, though, at the 3 could be really good. Chris Webber. What is Bam's? Bill Laimbeer, Jared Allen, Bill Laimbeer. Markelle Fultz is there. De'Aaron Fox, Luke Kennard, Frank Ntilikina. We ended up taking Zach Collins 10th in real life here. But we have the luxury of picking a little earlier. I think we go Lowry Markkanen. Rookie signing, obviously, picking up the Lowry Markkanen. We're going to accept Festus Ezeli because I don't... Actually, no, we're going to decline that. That's $8 million that is now free. QOs, we've got none. Moratorium, though. He's either a stretch 4... You know what? We'll play him at the 4 for now. We'll let him kind of define his own path. We'll see if he moves to the 3 at some point. But for now, he's our starting power forward. So what we need is a backup, a starting 3, and a backup 5. So we need 2 small forwards. Who do we get? Oh, what is the salary limit? So we can't get Tyreek, but we can get Otto and Festus. Never mind, we don't get Otto either. We should get Festus, though. Let's look again. Who was it that we tried to sign? It was Otto Porter, or who was it? It was Tyreek Evans. 3-year deal, flat rate, $6 million. Okay, we get both. Okay, that's actually really, really nice for us. A 2nd round pick from Philly might be the move here. Deal. You guys take on the salary. Absolutely going to make that deal. Kelvin Elliott, same thing. Who's got a 1st rounder or a 2nd rounder? 2 2nd round picks from Boston? Sure. They can have mine for a season. Who else have we got? Who's got to go? Ryan Fox, you're out the door, buddy. Philly. Yes, please. Is anybody else there who's not real? The rest of these guys are real. Now we look at the roster. Let's see. We've got our 1s. We've got our 2s. We need a backup 3. And then we need to fill basically 3 more spots. So we give that to Joe. He goes to Utah. Player progression. Dame's a 93. CJ's an 86. 79 for Mason. 78 for Yi and Lien. 77 for Festus. Pat Connaughton is a 76. Tyreek Evans somehow gets worse at 27. The rest of these guys are a little older, so they regress. That's fine. We're going to go to the summit. We're going to look at extensions. I don't even believe that we have any. But until then, goodness gracious, everybody in Summer League is dying, I guess. Use the 2018 class. And now we're going to go to contract extensions. Mason Plumlee is there. It's a little steep. I don't know. 9 and 9 though with a block. I feel like there's just better defense. Pat Connaughton. 3-year deal. If I can get him on that, do 5-1-5. Absolutely. I will take that. That's movable salary going forward if we need to. Mason, if he wanted 8.5, oh, it'd be perfect. 8.85. That's fine. We will figure it out in the offseason, I guess. Quick rotation fix before the season gets going. We can play a 10-man to rest the starters a little bit. Dame is still going to play a ton. CJ is going to play a ton. Tyreek is going to play. Yi is not starting over Lowry. We are going to give Lowry ample opportunity to be our guy here. Game 1 against Philly, we get stomped. Game 2 against LA, we get stomped. Game 3 against the Clippers, we get spanked again. Maybe there's some moves to be made this year because I'm not overly confident that this team is good enough at the moment because we really aren't. So hopefully we figure it out. But I'm going to simulate to the deadline. Thankfully, we didn't move any picks, so there's no need to panic just yet. I will see you guys. Actually, we did move our picks, so maybe I am a little worried. But I'll see you guys at the deadline if we need to make any moves. Better at the deadline this year than we were last season. What do we need? We need a better backup point guard, I'm not going to lie. Beno Udri's been holding it down, I'm not going to lie. But I feel like we need something more if we want to be able to get over that hump. Pat Connaughton has been great in year 3. CJ, spectacular. Lowry, change him to a small forward. It wasn't working at the 4. Look at the uptick in efficiency. Guy was shooting under 40%, under 32% from 3. He's been fantastic. Tyreek Evans has been way better since we moved him to the bench. Yi Jianlian, we need a backup 4. If he goes down, we might be cooked. He's been great. Mason, glad I didn't extend him yet. Efficiency is a little bit down, but the numbers are still relatively the same. More blocks as well. Michael Beasley is there. That guy can hoop. Oh, I kind of thought that might go through. Second rounder. I'm going to keep tacking him on. Come on, give me for 4. Hey, there we go. Michael Beasley can be an exciting one for us. Not because he's a star or anything crazy, but he's just a very good pickup. We're going to keep simulating, try and clinch a playoff spot, and I will see you guys at the end of the regular season. Stretch here. 60-win team is on the horizon, and we get it. 60-22. LeBron is your MVP. Lonzo Ball wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 11, 7, and 7. What was the Lowry numbers like? 14, 7, and 1 with half a steal, half a block. Guy was pretty damn efficient as a rookie. We might be the 1 seed, we might not be. I truly have no idea. Dame does secure himself an All-NBA spot, thankfully. It took 60 wins to do it, but we got one. Stats for the year. You saw Dame. CJ gave us 20 and 4 with 2.5 rebounds. 51, 48. 48% from 3. Oh my God. Lowry, you guys saw it. He was great as a rookie. Yi was great. Again, the guy just keeps adding to his value. It's awesome. Mason Plumlee picked it up a little bit. Still 9 points, 8 boards, a block a night. Almost a steal as well. Michael Beasley was great. Guy was an elite shooter for us in the second half. Tyreek Evans was also great. Much, much better in the second half. Pat Connaughton, very efficient. We get the Clippers in round 1. Damari Carroll, J.J. Redick, Chris Paul, and DeAndre Jordan. Let's see. Game number 1. We do lose by 20. How do we get outdone by 20? Game 2. We win, thankfully. Okay, we give them back with a 9-point victory. I'll take it. Game 3. We do lose. By how much? 1 point can't happen. Oh, Game 4. We lose again. This is something that I had to deal with growing up. It was very, very disappointing watching this team in the playoffs each year. Game 5. We don't last more than last year. We took the Spurs to 5 last year, and this year as a 2 seed, we're bounced in 5 by the Clippers. Spurs and Cavs, the Cavs get it done in 7. LeBron is your finals MVP. That's 2 seasons down. Terry, it's been real, but that is unacceptable. Steve Kerr is there. Don't think we've got the money for Steve, but we'll give it a try. Judd Kersey is there. Terry Stotts obviously is there. Question is are there any other real coach? Fred Hoiberg is there. I mean, I don't really know. Oh, Ty Lue? Hold on. I mean, it's worth a shot. And then I will throw an offer at the fake coach just in case. They both reject. We might get Stoff. We get Stoffer. I mean, There's like 9 head coaches in the game. We will look at the QOs. We're going to let both these guys go. They were roster fillers, so I will not bring them back. Dante Exum might not be a bad pickup. Oh, might be a bad pickup. Team option on the 3rd year. I will absolutely do that for a backup / starting center. How much money do we have? We got $20 million. There's $20 million here to play with. Tyson Chandler, Seth Curry is there, but for that much money, I don't know if I'm feeling that one, dude. Gary Harris is there. I wonder if we could just try and price them out of him. Like 14, 3-3 is good, but the efficiency is really weak. Dirk is there. Derek Favors isn't a bad backup 4. Doesn't shoot the 3-ball well, but he's going to shoot it really efficiently from the field. I'd be interested. 2 years at 9. Give him the 2nd year at 9.5. I'd be willing to. Derek Favors goes back to Utah. I mean, we kind of expected that. We're going to let Johnny Galloway go. We're going to try and pick up Greg Monroe. We get him. Is there any way we can trade Finder some guys, like, just to try and get some more substance on this roster? Like, what does Festus Ezeli get me on the market? Does it get me a better center? Christ, it doesn't look like it gets me anything. Ivica Zubats is there. 2nd rounder, wow. Crazy. 2 firsts from New York. Spurs would give me 2 more. Man, what do we need? Let's look. We need a backup 1. We've got our 2s. We've got our 3s. We've got our 4s. We've got our 5s. We need somebody to back up Damian Lillard. Festus is a guy I'd be able to live without. Hold on now. No, not that one. I've got seconds. Hold on now. Could I live without Michael? I want something from you. Like this. What if we just did this? I'll keep going. 3rd, 2nd round pick for Jeff Teague. Come on, man. This is unbelievable. This is a trade. Pretty damn excited about this one. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't even think I have to think about this. It's Bam Adebayo, because now that helps me. We were able to match the money given to Mason Plumlee, by the way, and that's what we're going to take and throw it into the market here. Austin Rivers is there, but I don't think I'm interested. TJ is pretty good. JR is pretty good. He's not pretty good. Don't want Marcus Morris. Kelly Olynyk is there, but don't need a center anymore. 2 firsts from the Hornets isn't bad, and we give up a weak Cavs pick. I'd consider that. So remember 9. Look at Rudy Gay. How's he playing? Really, really good from Sacramento. Might have to do this, but do we have the assets? I feel like we could flip Tyreek. Let's do this. We're going to go now, and we're going to flip Tyreek Evans. He gave us a quality year of service, but he's peaked at a 78, and Rudy's at least a couple overalls higher. We're really shooting for a backup point guard. Or 2 first-round picks from the Hawks. Remember 8 from the Hawks, just because it's more assets. So now we'd have Dame, CJ and Pat, Lowry and Rudy, Yee and Michael, Greg and Bam. Bam would start, obviously. We need a backup point guard desperately. Quinn Cook is a guy, I guess, for 2 years. At 1.5, sure. There aren't many rosters because guys that flamed out of the NBA, they aren't in the games anymore, so you can't really just throw them into a roster. Nobody else there. All right, that's it for now. We're going to go past player progression. We're going to go to the regular season, set the rotation, and I will see you guys at that point or at the deadline. Of the season is here. We're going to go through this really fast. 34 to Dame, 30 to CJ, 32 to Lowry. We've got to elevate that role for him. Yee is getting 26. Bam, 28. Greg Monroe, the new signing, 25 off the bench. Rudy Gay, the new pickup, 22. Pat getting 18. Darren Collison, we found in free agency in the last few days, 15 tonight. Michael Beasley's getting 10, but he's going to be an efficient scorer for us in those minutes. Got a few roster fillers and Quinn Cook there if need be. Otherwise, we're going to get to simulating. We're 0-1 to start the year, but that didn't matter last year. Let's get to it. I will see you guys at the deadline or at the end of the regular season. Significantly better than the prior season. This is year 3 now. Dame is having an All-NBA caliber season again. Darren Collison has been a very, very high-quality backup point guard. CJ, stud again. Pat has actually been struggling. We may look to move Pat right now. I will show you guys as well. Lowry, taking a leap like no other. He's been stellar. Rudy Gay, elite efficiency for us. Yee has been very, very good again. 3 balls a little short, but that's all right. Michael Beasley's been fantastic, 50, 40, 87. Bam has been great with 8 and 7, assists, a steal, a block a night. Greg Monroe has been very good off the bench. Pat, I feel like, is the guy who's got to go. It may be Yee as well, but for now, we're going to look at Planet Pat. We do have a Cavs top 10 predicted pick this year. I'm thinking about it. We'll see if it'll land us somebody worthwhile to play the 2. Rocco, I bet the efficiency's got to be terrible. It's awful. Jared Vanderbilt is there. Dougie McBuckets, John Henson, Terry Rozier would be a pretty legit shooting guard. Okay. Lonnie Walker's there. Jordan Clarkson. Again, another legit shooting guard. A little inefficient, though. THJ. Damn, I kind of thought his efficiency would be better. Josh Richardson. He's been pretty good. And he's only on a 1-year deal. Buddy Hield is there. Can shoot the lights out. We know that. This may be the one. We get a first-round pick back. We're going to do the Buddy Hield trade. I know it seems a little odd, but that's going to allow me to drop a minute there, a minute there. He's gonna play. He is absolutely going to play. We're going to go past the deadline now. I'm shooting 60 wins again. I think it's very in the cards. Hopefully a playoff series win finally. So we're going to simulate to the end of the year. Let's clinch a top seed. Let's win a playoff series finally, and I will see you guys at the end of the regular season. 60 wins yet again. 64-18. Russ is a Spur. Averages 29, 13, and almost 10. MVP. Luka is your rookie of the year. Trae Young, 6th man of the year as a rookie. Averages 24 and 2. Somehow doesn't win rookie of the year over Luka. Giannis is Depoy yet again. Markelle Fultz is most improved, I guess. The Raptors get coach of the year. We get executive of the year. That's 3 in a row for Toronto now. Do we get Dame? We do get Damian Lillard on All-NBA third team. Numbers did take a bit of a backseat this year to the development of Lauri Markkanen, and that's okay. Did we even have any? We didn't. We were the 1 seed, finally able to steal it. There were 3 60-win teams in the West this year, the 1, 2, and 3 seeds, finally. Sacramento does have... Oh, they had Kevin Knox. That's who it was. We dumped them Mario Chalmers. They have Mason Plumlee, who we sent to them as well. For, I can't remember who it was for at this point. They've got that Earl Jenkins auto-generated G League guy who's in every video. Josh Hart is at the 2 for them. Let's see. Game number 1, we win finally by 40 points. I love to see it. Game 2, we win by 6. That's all right. A win is a win. Game 3, we are up 3-0 in the first round. That's lovely. They've got Zoo off the bench as well. Alvin Ajinka is there. This is just a guy. Dame, 32, 5, and 8. Big game. Game number 4, sweep them. We get through the first round in 4 games. Finally, we're not packing our bags early. We get the Timberwolves in round 2, the Spurs and the Nuggets in the bottom side of the bracket. They've got Rubio, Zach LaVine, Andrew Wiggins, Allen Bibby, and Karl Anthony Towns. Let's see. Game number 1, we do win. By 11, I will take that 33, 8, and 10 from Dame, 22 from Lowry. Game 2, we win again. By how much? 11-point victory, 37 from Dame. Game 3, we lose. Finally drop a game. Lose by 1. Dame with 34 and 9. He's on a mission. Game 4, we lose again. Dame again with another spectacular game. Game 5, okay, we do break the curse of losing several games in a row. We finally win another one. Dame with another spectacular game. Game 6 here. We're going to 7 against Minnesota. Cat gave us the work. Dame trying his absolute hardest. Game 7 against Minnesota. We've got to pull off a victory here. This cannot be another shortened playoff run. It is an extended lead for Minnesota right now. It's a 4-point game. We're pulling back into it. We have taken the lead late in the third. They pull ahead with 8 minutes to go in the fourth. We go on a run, though. Is it enough to hold them off? It absolutely is. We take game 7, 114 to 108. Dame with 32, 8, and 9. Lowry with 20. CJ with 15 and 9. What a game. Bam. 10 and 2. 10, 5, and 3 from Greg Monroe. We don't block a lot of shots and we don't steal the ball much, but damn, did it work for us. Cat tried as hard as Zach LaVine was trying as hard as Wiggs was just throwing it at the rim. We get the Nuggets. This is worrying. It's Yoke. It's Paul Millsap, Wilson Chandler. Emmanuel Mudiay is still in Denver to this point. Jamal Murray has developed nicely. Oh, man, I am worried. Game 1. We win, though. Lowry has a game for the second-year player. We win by 16. Game 2. Oh, my God, we win again. We're up 2-0. Dame with 23 and 13. We win by 13. Game 3. We lose finally. Wilson Chandler can't be the guy to beat it. Oh, 46 points, and we wasted it. Lowry has a tough game. Oh, that sucks. Rudy has a tough game. Game 4. Oh, and it's back to 2-2. Wilson Chandler is killing us. How is it Wilson Chandler? 9-man rotation now. Dame's playing a lot. Game 5, we win. Big game Dame, 31-7-7 with 2 steals. Lowry goes 12 of 20, puts up 27 of his own points. We win by 47. Game 6. We're off to the NBA Finals. We send him home. Yoke has a tough playoff series, clamped up by Bam Adebayo. We crush him in Game 6, 109-76. Dame sends him home. We get the Raptors. It's Kyle Lowry, DeMar, Tyreek Evans is there now. They've got Pascal developing nicely, and JV has developed nicely as well. Game 1 against Toronto. We lose. Is Toronto that unstoppable in this? DeMar, he's having a hell of a series. Kyle Lowry, he's having a hell of a run as well. Tyreek Evans has been, he's been chucking it a little bit. But Dame, another fantastic game. Game 2, we win. We take one right back in Toronto, if I'm not mistaken, which is big for us. Damian Lillard, again, leading the way. We just need one guy every night. It can be a different guy every night for all I care. If we get one guy north of 17 points, we can win these games. We win by 14 in overtime, or by 7 in overtime, 114-107. Game 3, we're back in Momoda Center in Portland. We lose. And we get spanked. Dame finally has an off night. Kyle Lowry has a big game. Game 4, we bring it right back, though, in Portland. Dame redeems himself. Lowry, again, when we get just one guy over 17, 18 points, we can win these games. Game 5, we take the lead. Going back to Portland, Damian Lillard, 27, 4, and 11. Lowry, 26. CJ, 17, and 5. Bam with 8 and 9 and 2 steals. Game 6 in Portland. Can we get it done on the home floor? We're laying them out in the first quarter. The second quarter, we give it back. The third, it is even. It's a 3-point game. It's a 1-point game. Closing out this game here. It's tied. It's a 5-point game with 2 minutes left. Can we jump in and bring home a title to Portland? We had the contest down. It's a 6-point game with 40 seconds. Got to give it to CJ to bring it up the court. Got to run a play for Dame. Just got to try and get him open for 3.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Lillard from deep.
There we go, Dame. That's big. 3-point game, 30 seconds. Got to get a stop, though. It's got to be a stop.
But Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting.
Oh my God, I got to turn off coach settings. I do not need them to make any changes that aren't my own. Fouling, same thing. Late game fouling, manual.
What they need.
Get out of the paint, bro. Retouch. There we go.
Burn the clock a bit here. Yeah, smart move.
That's a block.
Offensive rebound. Valanciunas dishes to.
That's a bad.
Siakam kicks to Lowry. And they stop the clock.
Unbelievable. How do you not get that rebound there? There's 2 of you. Box out somebody. Knew I shouldn't have jumped with Greg, but I had to. Otherwise, he would have made it. Damn. And now it's Kyle Lowry at the line, who shoots 90%. Oh my goodness. Can he smoke another is the question. Can he smoke another? He did. Damn it.
Get the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Got to get down there quick.
Here's Lillard.
I smoked it. We're going to lose. Doesn't even matter. If he makes one, it's over. In a very tough spot. It's got to be a big game for us on Toronto's home floor. It gets loud in Toronto, and if we slip, the game will get away from us in a hurry. It's a 10-point game already. Are you fucking kidding me? 13. It's too little, too late. It doesn't matter. They blew it. A 3-2 lead in the NBA Finals. Unacceptable. Nick Batum, he's been pretty quality. What does our small forward position look like? It's Lowry and Rudy Gay might be gone, so I think we pick up Nick Batum here, and then we look Quinn Cook, and is there a protected first down the line that we just traded for? Our own in 2023, I'll do unprotected. It's not, the rebuild will not go that far. A bunch of firsts. Patty Mills is there. It's the wrong Patty Mills, though, it looks like. It's not. It's the real Patty Mills. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of picks. Drew Holiday. I might be able to work with this. Let's go Drew Holiday. I think that is going to be our moves. We've got Dame and Drew, CJ and Buddy, Rudy and Lowry. Who can play the 4 is the question. Is it Rudy Gay? Nope. Is it Nick Batum? definitely not. It might be Rudy. Let's look at who's available in free agency. Trey Lyles is there. I will overpay for Trey Lyles. That would then mean that I'm able to land possibly Seawood. I will also throw a deal at 5.5. Why not? It's got to be Trey. We get Trey Lyles. Okay. Now, I'm very willing to trade Nick Batum, forgive me. DFS and a first. Rob Williams is there. And Luol Deng. Reggie Jackson. Ivica Zubats is there. Another really good backup center. We could change Bam to a 4. Let's try this. Why not throw everything we have at trying to win a title here? Bam at the 4 does get better. Player progression, 89, 87, 86. Everybody basically holds ratings. Trey Lyles gets a little better. I feel like we might be able to finesse the system and trade Trey Lyles in a pick for something. But I don't know, man. We are running thin with assets here. We can try the Trey Lyles move with, let's go the Kings pick in a couple years. Let's see if it'll land us a better spot. Dylan Brooks, Bismack, no thanks. Jay Crowder, no thanks. Derek White. That is something I will do because now we will take Drew Holiday and trade him. But for who, I'm not really sure. First round pick and that guy. Doug McDermott is there. 2 first round picks from the Kings. 2 from the Lakers. Patty Mills, Georges Niang, Troy Brown, Doug Greer. Ugh. Not a whole lot. DFS is there. I don't mind this. Contract extensions, let's check. Dame. Obviously got to get that out of the way. Let's try and save a little money here. 32 and a half. We get that one done. Everybody else is Yee is there. We're gonna hold off. He's got a player or a team option after this year. Gonna accelerate to the beginning of this season now. Let's look at the roster real fast. We've got okay, and okay. I would love a backup center, so we're gonna quickly flip one of these bums, I hope, for a second round pick, absolutely, and we're gonna go into free agency and sign a 5. Is it Taj? It's Tommy. Of course it is. There's nobody here. How about a 4? Is there anybody who's a real life player? No, there's literally nobody. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to sign OJ Ellis then, I guess, as much as I don't want to. We have to fill out the roster. We're going to get to simulating, and I will see you guys at the deadline if we've got to make a big move or at the end of the regular season. Please, Lord, if you can hear me, allow me to not have injuries at the end of a season. But that isn't the case because Greg Monroe sprains his foot, I believe it was. We're going to let him go for the end of the regular season. We're going to let him rest up. We just went 69-13. Russ is your MVP. Zion, Rookie of the Year. Clint Capella, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis Depoy for the 5th time in a row. We were the 1 seed by how much? By 8 games. We were better than the Spurs by a good little bit there. We will look at OJ. How did he play? He was great. But back to Greg Monroe we go. To end the season, Damian Lillard, 24, 5, and 8 on 55, 45, 95 splits. CJ, 18, 3, and 5, 49, 44, 95 splits. Lowry, 20 and 7, 49, 42, 95. They are Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, Carmelo Anthony, JJ Redick, and Maurice Spates have still made it through the rebuild. So game number 1, we lose. It's beyond me. Game 2, thank you. Much better. We win by 22. That's how it should be. Game 3, we win again. Game 4, we do win. Game number 5, gentleman's sweep. I'll take it. We get Dallas in round 2. They are running out a rotation of Ja, Klay Thompson, Harrison Barnes, Zach Collins, and Joel Embiid is there. Let's see. Game number 1, we win. Game 2, that's not good. Game 2 against Dallas, we win. Game 3, we win as well. Game 4, and we're on to the conference finals to face Minnesota after coming back down 3-1 against the Spurs. They have Chris Humphries, Cat, Andrew Wiggins, Zach LaVine, and Ricky Rubio. Game 1 against Minnesota. We lose. CJ was our leading scorer. Cat gave us 42. Game 3. What are we doing? 31 to Bam. He's going to have to play the 5. Let's see. Game 3. We lose again. Cat is killing us. Game 4. We win. Game 5. We win. Game number 6. Oh my God, game 7, go right through it. Oh my God, a 3-0 comeback to face Toronto. The exact same starting lineup as last year. Toronto is trotting out, like I said, same lineup. We can take this. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we lose. Game 3, we win. Game 4, we win again. Game 5, please put it together at the right time. Let's just run away with it. I don't care if it's close, if it's a blowout. Can we just win the game, though, at least? We're pulling away. It's 9. Oh, my God, it's 6. Oh, my God, it's over. We did it. It's not over. It's over. Oh, my God, 115 to 100. Lowry Markkanen leads the way. Buddy Hield off the bench with 21 in 23 minutes. And we complete it in, I believe, year 4 with the Portland Trailblazers. Dame is your finals MVP. Very poor numbers, but we would riot in the streets if he was not the finals MVP. 28 assists, 4 rebounds, a steal and a half, 43, 29, 100 splits. That means that is going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.